Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for this video I'm doing something a little bit different. This weekend I'm in a really special place doing some really cool things, so I thought it would be fun to just kind of document the entire thing. So basically I'm assisting and also joining my mom with a yoga retreat which she's giving here, and we are literally in the middle of nowhere. It's this super beautiful house near the Black Forest in Germany. The house is stunning. It's made of a lot of wood, and then it has these huge glass windows, and it is surrounded by absolutely nothing other than nature and like greenery. I honestly don't exactly know what this video is going to be because I have nothing planned this weekend other than to just recharge, relax, and literally do nothing and spend time in nature. So that's all I'm going for. I have no idea what else is going to happen, but I'm super excited to be here, and yeah, just also really happy to be in nature again because I haven't been in nature in a long time. Okay, so my plans have for sure changed because I wanted to go for this really long walk up there. It's like an hour, but it's starting to rain and you can see this like huge cloud coming my way, so I think the best thing is to just turn around and go back. So this is the house where we're staying at. It's so beautiful, and as you can see, it is literally surrounded by nothing other than nature, and we have all these sheeps here and then a bunch of horses. Now it's really starting to rain, so I'm gonna go back. The shitty thing is I'm pretty sure my mom left for a walk like half an hour ago, or no, even longer, 45 minutes ago. So she's like way up in there in the forest, and we have no cell reception here. Alrighty, I haven't lost her. She's there and she's better than ever. Ah. So it stopped raining, which is super nice. While it was raining, we were all like sitting inside at the table and just kind of like chit-chatting about life and just like, I don't know, random stuff. And we were all kind of saying how it's like so crazy what's going on in the world right now. And I think especially because things are so crazy at the moment, it's like so important to just like take time out also where you kind of like recharge. So we were all saying how this is like such a great opportunity, being like in the middle of nowhere, only surrounded by nature and like a bunch of sheep is such a blessing, like during these times to be able to do that.
I'ma make you mine tonight, pulling your hair, baby. I feel you breathing on me, on you. You know that I'm a selfish lover. When it's mine, I want it.
I just want to take a moment quickly to appreciate the bathtub we have in this bathroom because it is absolutely insane. I mean, so this is a normal bathtub, but then look at the view. I mean, what? What?
I don't think I can let you go. Bet you love me before I go. Bet you love me before I go.
Hi, so I've basically been journaling the last like 2 hours about random stuff, just like, I don't know, a lot about like what I want in life, where I want to go, and just like video ideas, what I don't want to have in my life anymore, thinking a lot about the past, about the future. I don't know, I've just been like thinking a lot. Honestly, I can't recommend journaling anymore. Like, it's just such a good tool to really get clear on what you want and then kind of go for it. I also kind of realized that I'm slowly getting to the point where I'm kind of thinking nothing, also because this morning we decided that we're kind of gonna do the rest of the retreat in silence, so no one is really talking to each other. We've kind of all retreated like towards ourselves. Like, I was just sitting downstairs at some point for like half an hour just looking out at the mountains, and literally like I had no thoughts. I was just like, oh, that's nice. It was such a weird experience, but it was really nice. I love those moments. That's when I know like the retreat has done what I wanted it to do. going on a walk. The view is incredible, like so nice. I don't exactly know where I'm going. I'm just kind of following this path and then I'll see where it takes me. So this little road I just decided to follow, and then this is the view from here, which is kind of crazy because it looks insane. And then back over there are the horses. I don't know if you can see them. I can zoom in. My camera has a crazy zoom. Oh my god. This zoom is insane.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams, tell me everything, yeah. Do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it.
Hello. My 3 hours of sleep are starting to show. Like, I'm not functioning very well. I'm extremely tired. This is not a good time to fall asleep. My sleep schedule will be fucked. So I decided to just come out here a little bit so I stay awake. Oh no, there's a car coming and I'm sitting on the road. Okay, I'm back. So where was I? There were 2 things that I wanted to talk about. The first one was a little game we played earlier. Basically, we always paired up and then we put on a timer for 15 minutes and we also turned on our phones to record what we were saying. Then the one person would always ask the other person continuously, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And the other person would have to answer in regards to what they want in life. I've said this often, but I think it's like so important to really know what you want in life in as much detail as possible. And I found myself sitting there at some point thinking like, what else do I want in life? Like, I don't even know. And I had to come up with like really small things because my 15 minutes weren't over yet, and at some point I had to say like, I don't know, I want more plants in my room. So I mean, having more plants in my room is not a big task. That's an easy thing to do, and to know that and to become aware of it made me see like, why isn't that something that I'm doing that's like attainable? That's something I can do, so why don't I? And then the other thing that I wanted to kind of touch on is that yes, like going on a retreat like this is amazing and it is relaxing, but on the other hand it's also an extremely difficult job. When I came here, I specifically told myself I'm not going to distract myself, I'm just going to sit with myself. That's not easy because in my daily life I am distracted a lot. Like, I have things going on and things are happening, but on a yoga retreat like this for 2 days I have nothing to distract myself, and that is honestly not an easy thing because you are immediately bombarded with everything that's going on within your mind because you have nowhere to distract yourself. It's kind of like having to meditate for an entire day, and it's a beautiful thing. It's not negative, but I just kind of wanted to bring in this point that I always try to challenge myself with these kind of things. That's kind of what I'm trying to say with this, and I hope that it makes sense. I'm gonna go inside now because we are having dinner.
I don't really know anymore how to feel something again. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. I don't really know anymore how to.
Good morning. So we just finished our last yoga class and now we all had breakfast together on the terrace, and now we are checking out in like an hour, so everyone's kind of packing and pretty much getting ready to leave. I'm honestly very sad to leave. I would like to stay like another night or 2, but we have to go. I honestly have to say that I feel completely different today, the day I'm leaving, in comparison to the day when we arrived. And during the yoga class I was kind of thinking about why that is the case. So if I would have to explain it, how would I explain the difference that I'm feeling today in comparison to the day when I arrived? So in my notebook I wrote down the 4 main things that I think have changed in these 2 days. In my daily life, I wouldn't say that I'm a person who's like particularly stressed or anything the entire time. I am quite calm, but I barely feel moments where I feel as calm as I do now. And I feel like being in nature and kind of like in this bubble that we had has really calmed my body down so much. Like, I just feel like I had like 100 massages and now I came out the other side. Number 2 is clarity. I feel like, especially because we did a lot of exercises that were kind of like playing with our future versions, or this exercise where we were thinking about what we want in life, I feel way clearer on what I want and on believing in myself that I can get it, and then also not only feeling calm within my body but then also in my thoughts, because this whole process of having to face the thoughts because you're not distracting yourself with anything else kind of, for me, made me feel more calmer within my thoughts, because I had to like manage them, because suddenly I was sitting there with all of them in front of me. Now just staying there, I would drown in them, so I had to kind of figure out, okay, how do I sort this, basically. And then also what kind of has to do with all of these points is now confidence. I mean, the clearer my thoughts are, the calmer my thoughts are, the calmer my body is, the more confident I feel within myself. It's just like 1 + 1 is 2, and so I also feel way more confident within myself. So yeah, these are basically the 4 things that I would kind of use if I would have to describe this process within this weekend. We also just had a lot of fun. Like, it wasn't always about thoughts or having to face them. We had like at least 5 dance parties downstairs, and so I feel like it was just a perfect mixture of everything, and now I feel like I'm ready to go back, even though I would like to stay longer. It's definitely easier to get to the point where I am right now if I'm in an environment like I am right now than when I am in my daily life. And I've kind of told myself I want to try to hold this state of calm as long as I can when I'm back in society and like everything that's going on and just my daily life. But I really want to try to just hold this state as long as I can, because that's when like it becomes really cool, when you can feel this even when you're like in society and with people and shit is hitting the fan. So yeah, that's basically all I kind of thought about regarding this retreat. I think I'm gonna leave this video at this because I have to pack as we're leaving in an hour. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I think that's all. Thank you for watching.